All right, continuing on. Again, this is Crow. We're at 118.58, and we are going to go ahead and continue on doing this. Now, this is, well, I don't know why I brought, hang on, we don't actually need these rounds. I just wanted the gun to be reloaded. All right, so first things first. We have 40, what is that, 42 minutes, right? 118, something like that. Anyway, we need to move over here, go immediately grab this hand grenade. There's going to be a zombie right there, right? So we want to kind of lure him over there. Go ahead and grab those rounds there. Good. Come over here, grab those rounds there, turn back around. That butt-munching zombie's not going to bother you. And then get up this ladder before that guy that just got up and was coming. You never even have to worry about him, okay? Now we're going to be going to the other side. We need to get the Magnum ready. We want to go ahead and grab that. We want this knife. We want the large gunpowder and the knife. And then this guy, there's a guy over here someplace. I don't know where he is. There he is. And we want to take his head off. All right. Now we're good. Shoot. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Yep, you got to reload this gun. All right, so now we can pick up the rounds. And here is the attachment for the spark. There's nothing in this locker. I'm going to show that to you, right? And we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab this and we're going to combine it with the ID wristband. Okay, so now we're leaving. Now stay to the right here. You don't want these doors opening. You don't want zombies flooding in here. So just stay to the right. Stay to the right.
Dr. Lee, your presence is urgently requested by...
All right. We're going to keep some stuff on us, but we're mainly banking everything else, okay? So this is what we want. And we want to go ahead and attach, I guess, the spark igniter with its little part here. And we're going to go ahead and put that up. Okay, so this is all we're taking with us for right now. Okay, this is all we need. Now that we got the wristband, we can go ahead and come over here, activate this bridge. This gives us this little module thing, right? And we need this so we can go back back to where we came from, because we're going to upgrade our inventory capacity by 2. Very important. Very important we get our upgraded by 2. All right, go ahead and get the Magnum ready. There can be a zombie up here. I don't know how it ends up in here, but yep, there he is. And go ahead and take his head off. All right, so now we can go ahead and interact with this. The code on it is OSS, so we want to examine this. It already starts on OSS. Now we just have to align the beams. Okay, there we go. We got the power on. We're grabbing the pouches, and our inventory is at max for what we can do on this hardcore run. As far as zombies flooding out now, we're not concerned with it. See, like, here they come, right? But we don't care. We're never coming back over here. There's no reason for us to ever come back over here. We got everything we needed. All right, so we're going to the east area first. And we're gonna have to change our loadout again. Most of the stuff that we have on us is what we're gonna want, but we're gonna have some Ivy zombies, or whatever they're called, Ivies, that we're gonna have to deal with. And well, we wanna make sure that we have our grenade launcher and some flame rounds to deal with those. For sure, we don't want to have those problems. Ivies kill you if you do not have a sub-weapon on you. So you must have a sub-weapon to get out of their grip. Okay, but that's why we're just gonna down them. We're not gonna fool with them. I don't want to fool with them anyway. All right, so what are we putting up? Everything. We're just gonna get out the grenade launcher here. And we're gonna grab some rounds for it. Some flame rounds is what we're after. We got 7, that'll work. All right, let's go ahead and equip it. Let's reload it. And let's move about our merry way, right? And the reason why we're not bringing any more rounds, it'll make sense in a minute. We need one round to shoot this guy down, okay? This guy right here. So pop him, right? Get this ready, and go ahead and shoot him with a grenade round, right? Flame round. It's going to put him down. And do it again, right? That's going to burn him to a crisp. Grab this yellow gunpowder here. This guy's going to get up. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to put a round into him. He's going to go down. And the goal is if we come back through this way, which we will, we don't want to accidentally get grabbed on one of these guys later, right? Because we're dealing with an inventory issue. So we're just going to be a minimalist, and we're just picking up the items of what we need. Go ahead and dispense the solution. I'm going to give you the codes for this puzzles, all of these puzzles here.
Dispensing solution now.
Oh, let's skip the cutscene here. All right, now let's come over here, and this is going to be 5831. So think of it as a numeric keypad, right? 5831, enter. That's one. The second one is going to be 2048, so 2048. And then there we go. We have both of those areas unlocked. We grab the herb right there, or not the herb, but the flash. Leave that green or that red herb right there. We'll pick it up later. We're immediately running over here. All right, there is a acid. We can combine the large gunpowder we've got there with the white one we already had to make the acid rounds. Go ahead and grab the hand grenade off of that guy there, and now we're going to be using this to get the solution in here. Okay, so in order to do this,
engaged.
it's going to be
solution to
blue,
cartridge capacity.
red, green, okay, and then it's going to be red, blue, red, blue, green, and then it's blue, red, green, because you have to get it to that level. All right, we now have everything out of here. We're leaving. We have the flame round ready to go, right, that we have. Because we need to get by, oh, he's not here. Okay, well, that works. We're just gonna head right down the ladder. Usually there's an ivy right there. We saw him on the way in, but he's not still there. Go back this way. There is gonna be a large gunpowder and a map back here. Here's your map, here's your large gunpowder. All right, turning back around. All right, so we need to get the power on. We need to get out our Magnum. There's some flame rounds right here. They stack, so they're not going to take up any more inventory space. We need to take that zombie's head off. We need to take that zombie's head off, and we need to take this zombie's head off. We are now done zombie killing. Okay, this one is Earth. So we're going to examine it, set it to Earth, and align the values here. That turns on the power. All right, there is a knife here. More flame rounds here. We're going to go ahead and grab those, and we're going to start banking some stuff. I don't know if I have any more. We're going to go ahead and bank all this here. I don't know if I have any more high-powered rounds. I don't think I do, which is kind of unfortunate because I would like to have at least one more. I must have miscalculated or something. I don't know. All right, so this is what we got on us. This will work for right now. But yeah, go ahead and take out a, I don't know. I guess nothing for right now. This will work, like I said. Oh, there's a yellow gunpowder here. I forgot. Let's go ahead and grab that, and we're gonna go put that up back in the box. All right, so that is our current loadout. We have how many? We got 9 total rounds in this grenade launcher. Okay, because we got the power on. 2 liquors are gonna pop down right here, so there they are. But what we need to do, the other one's on the ceiling someplace. There he comes. All right, so what we need to do is we need to come in here, and we need
Welcome
to
back, Dr. Lee.
freeze the solution. There's a gunpowder in here. We're gonna collect it also.
Damn. Should have packed my parka.
All right, there's the gunpowder, and let's take care of the solution. All right,
Cooling complete.
we're good. Now, we're heading back out here. This zombie that's right here, just don't walk near it or whatever. Just stay away from it on both entrance and exit, and you never even have to fill with it. All right, you get up here, start walking. Okay, there is a green herb over there. How much inventory space do I got? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and come back after this green herb. I should have grabbed it on the way in. I was contemplating it, but I couldn't remember if I needed to get it now or not. All right, so we have 1 of 2 ways we can go. We can go that way and get back up the ladder and dispense the solution, or we can come this way. I'm going to go ahead and take this way. There is I think it's a yellow gunpowder in here, and that's why we're coming this way. All right, so that activates this zombie over here. He's right there, but we're just going to run by him. There's going to be a zombie and an Ivy here, so we have to use the flame round on the Ivy to get by it, right? And there's that zombie. We're now going right by him. We're going to get the Magnum ready, the one final shot with it, and there's going to be this zombie right here. And, oh man, I missed. Okay, well, you know what? That's all we're here for. I mean, there is rounds right here in this that you can grab, I guess, if you want. But that's it. We're now right back to where we started at, okay? We have a bunch of stuff in our inventory we don't really need for what we're about to do. We need the flame rounds. We don't need that no more. Technically, we don't need that no more. We don't need that, or this, right? But we do need at least 1 sub-weapon. So my recommendation here would be to grab this 1 flash that we picked up like way earlier when we first came in here. And we're going to use that 1 flash in case we get grabbed. I don't anticipate us getting grabbed. I mean, we have, what, 7 rounds. 7 rounds should be enough because we don't have to worry about these guys at all, okay? And we're going to go ahead and use the solution.
Dispensing solution now.
All right, that's going to knock down every Ivy in this
So much
room.
for the weed infestation.
Okay. Now we just got to find them. Okay, so here's one.
Solution without authorization. Your actions have been logged.
Having that red herb there. Let's go ahead and waste that guy because he's probably going to get up anyway. So. All right, so we got this guy here. He's right in our way, so we want to go ahead and put him down. Oh goodness, we got a lot more here than I thought there would be. All right, so now they're all down. Here's a blue herb. Go ahead and collect it. And we're going to come over here and we're going to grab this chip. We're going to combine this chip. That's going to now activate this zombie right there, or whatever, that Ivy. Try to run past him, just like that. If he does happen to lunge and grab you, that's why we brought the flash. There's also another Ivy right here. That's why we have to stay to the left there, okay? We can come in this door. We already cleared all these out. We're good. We ain't got nothing to worry about. We still got 2 rounds left, right? So, at least I believe, yeah. 2 rounds in this left. And we're pretty much done. I mean, we're heading on to the west. There's nothing over in the, is it the west or the east side? Whatever one it is, there's nothing over there. It's literally the end game boss fight, you know, and leaving. And we are at, we got 27 minutes to get this done. Roughly 26 minutes, actually, and change. All right, so now we got the chip that we needed. We're going to go ahead and activate this. Yeah, they were in a weird spot this time. They were kind of clustered all around each other, so me hitting one activated the other. So that was kind of unfortunate. I didn't want to deal with that, but sometimes that's how it goes, you know. All right, come on over here. Let's grab that hand grenade there. And we're coming over here. This one is AWS. Let's examine this. Switch it to AWS. Align the values again. Turn on the power. All right, there's nothing over here. We are just coming over here to grab this blue herb here. There's nothing in here because it's hardcore mode. There's, you know, rounds or gunpowder or something there if you're on standard or whatever, or easy mode, but there's nothing there now. We're coming over here. We're activating the, this right here is what we need to activate. And then she realizes she has the ability to get it.
The antiviral agent.
All right, now we're coming over here. We're grabbing this big gunpowder there. We are grabbing this yellow gunpowder there. We're combining those. We are grabbing this herb, okay? Now we're gonna start making some stuff. So the first things first is I'm gonna grab a green herb, okay? I'm gonna grab one green and I'm gonna combine that and combine that with that. Okay, then I'm gonna combine this to that. I'm gonna put that up, right? I'm gonna actually, later I'll just store it. I was gonna say I could get rid of it. All right, so there's our heals, right? We need to move, oops. I don't know what I'm doing there. I didn't mean to do that. All right, we're gonna have to sort this box now. I messed it up. All right, so we need the shoulder stock for the weapon. We now need to get all the large gunpowders out that we got, that we've been able to collect, and we need to get the white gunpowders out as well, and we need to combine the white with the large. All right, now we need to start combining them. All right, so down here we already have some rounds, so that we have 28, okay, as of right now. We're gonna make a few more. And one more. All right, I'm gonna put that up, resort it again, and we're gonna go ahead and grab a full stack of these. All right, so we have 39 flame rounds, or 39 acid rounds. We have 11 flame rounds on us. We have a full heal. We have a shield. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to use that shield that we have, right? Because it's not a shield heal, it's just a shield. Then what we're going to do is we're going to sort it. We're going to come in here. We're going to grab a can of first aid spray, right? We're going to grab another heal, a full heal, and we need a combat knife, okay? But we have to do our third and final save. So what we're doing, picking up this ink ribbon here, we're going to lay down our third and final save. There we go. And we're coming back after one combat knife. We have to have a combat knife for this. And the reason why is because without a sub weapon, whenever he jumps on you, if he lands on you, you're dead. Okay? So here we go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to equip the acid rounds. It triggers a cutscene, and here he comes. Now, he does leave himself wide open at the beginning of the fight like that, and what these acid rounds do is they stun lock him. See that? It keeps knocking him back, it keeps knocking him down. So you just want to back up, and you just want to use the acid rounds on him. You don't want to shoot him back to back. You want to wait for him to get out of his animation before you shoot him. Alright, let's switch over to a flame round. Let's switch back over to an acid round. Alright, there's some goodies down here. We don't really care about any of those. We almost got them. We're mainly looking for the grenade. I don't remember where it is off the top of my head. Alright, he's going to throw that at us. What is this? That is not the round I was looking for. So we moved him into phase 2, right? Oh, okay, that's why we had to have the knife right there. Or some type of sub-weapon. It sucks, but that was not what I was trying to do. I did not want to use that there. He may get us here. No, he did not. Okay. I can't see him. Alright, we're going to stun lock him there. And, oh man, I missed him again. This is not good. Alright, let's switch to another flame round. Switch back to an acid round. Alright, now he's mad. So he's in his final phase. We're going to go ahead and switch to a flame round here. He's going to go and he's going to tear that thing off the wall. So we're going to go ahead and get some free damage into him. Alright, so here's some needle charges there. I think this is the grenade. Yep, there's what the grenade is. Alright, so he's burning. We're going to go ahead and hit him with another round. Oh, well, he got me. Alright, so he's burning. Go ahead and use your shield heal. And let's go back to the acid rounds. Back to the acid round again. Like I said, it's okay if he hits you, it's fine. But we have to have two, at least two, flame rounds left over by the end of this fight, and we can even get our knife back if you want it, but yeah. Alright, so like I said, there's plenty of rounds here. I don't know how much inventory space I got. I may go ahead and pick them up. The elevator is right there. Let me look on the map. There's a first aid spray. I'm going to run over here and grab it real quick. Like I said, we still got 17 minutes we're making pretty good time. That is not the first aid spray. There's more rounds there. We'll go ahead and pick those up. I think it's over here. Yep. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use that. So we're all good. And go ahead and combine that. We already picked up the grenade, so there's really nothing else we need down here, as you're seeing on the map. I mean, there's a few more rounds or whatever, but we're not really concerned with it. Main thing was a grenade. We needed the grenade. Like I said, the strategy is a little bit different with Leon, right? Because you're going to be using the flamethrower on the guy, but...
Gotta get back to Sherry.
So we got 17 minutes for two more, in a sense, two more boss fights. And it will not take 17 minutes, so we should be pretty good as far as getting this done. We have to run over here to where Sherry is. So she's back over here in the north, right? This is where we first came in at. When we first arrived here.
Sherry, can you walk faster? I want to rush you, but we have to go.
Initiate. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
Activate that.
Attention.
It's going to open that up.
Initiate.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level.
So again, we have like less than 15 minutes to get this done. I mean, you're up against the clock on the second runs. I mean, 2 hours is not a lot of time, right? But we should be okay because we have amassed a stockpile of grenades. We're going to get the Gatling gun, right? They give it to us right at the end of the game. But we needed these. Oh, I need to go ahead and switch these out right now. We need these flame rounds, or yeah, flame rounds active. And then
Yeah?
we can actually just discard this.
Thank you for being so nice to me. For helping me. I'm really glad I met you.
I'm really glad I met you too, Sherry. But save your thanks
So
until I get you out
up
of
here,
this place.
where you're running for the Ivies, because you have Sherry with you, you don't have to worry about interacting with the Ivies. You can run right by them. However, if you grab the blue herb that is over there in the corner, and I'll point it out to you, then you will have to kill them, because at that point, they're going to be animated, you know, and after you. So I went in and I grabbed that first aid spray. That's why I went in and discarded the leftover acid rounds that I have. We don't need them. So, all right over there is the blue herb. If you get it, then you're going to have to put rounds in these guys here, okay? I obviously do not have the extra rounds to waste, so I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to leave that blue herb. We got plenty of heals anyway. We're just going to run by all these guys. So you just run by them. Just run by them. While they're still in their animation, you can run by them. Okay, go ahead and pick up this herb. Oh, you can't, huh? Because I picked up the thing. All right, let's discard this knife here. All right, so we can get this herb. Okay, we got it. We don't need the knife. Not for what we're doing. All right, we're gonna run over here. We're gonna interact with this door.
Of course.
And this is why I said you had to have at least 2 flame rounds left. There's gonna be 2 Ivies. One's gonna spawn right here.
The other side.
And we're going to go ahead and put a round in that guy. The other one is going to spawn right here. And we're going to go ahead and put a round in that guy. Alright, now you don't have to round any more people. Sherry will unlock the door before the other one gets up, at least most of the time anyway. Time's a ticking, Sherry. Let's go.
I got it!
There we go.
Nice work.
This guy here, you know, you do have to shoot him with something, which is why, you know, I didn't kill the Ivies. I just go ahead and pop that guy. And with my last, well, I guess we got one more. But anyway, now we're running.
Sherry,
Which you can also use an acid round on that guy, just whatever you have left over. You want to hit that zombie, that way you can get by him, okay? Alright, you're going to come over here, you're going to grab this herb here, combine it. And we already have just about all the heals we're going to need, but we need to go ahead and store, oops. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a blue herb out of our inventory here. Alright, and we're going to combine that with this. We now have 4 heals on us, okay? We're going to put up those. We're going to put up that. And we're going to grab all of our hand grenades that we have amassed. That's 1 stack, 2 stacks. Take that out. We're going to combine it with this one here. Okay, we have 2 slots open here. Okay, so what you can do is you can go ahead and grab your spark thing that you get, the spark shot, and that would be my loadout, right? I would take 4 heals, right? You don't need this anymore. I mean, you can grab another heal, whatever it is that you want, but this is pretty much, you know, the way we're going to run it. You can get more rounds for the spark shot, whatever it is. We're going to run in this train. I should have went the other way, actually. It would have been much quicker.
Minutes until detonation.
All right, so we're coming in here. We're grabbing this. This is the plugs. Skipping that cutscene. We're coming out. We're going to use the plug and grab the Tommy gun thing. Whatever it is. It's literally just sitting right there. Have to use the plug first. All right, let's go ahead and pick this up. And we're on to the final boss fight right here. Well, next to last. All right, so here he comes. He's going to pop down. I like to hit him with the spark shot here. As soon as he lands, I go ahead and you get a chance to do free damage to him. Alright, so what we're doing is we're waiting on him to kind of do his thing. We're going to take a grenade. It's very important you do not use all of your grenades just back to back to back, right? You want to give him a second and wait for some of his eyeballs to respawn. And then pop them again, right? Alright, so he's going on the wall. I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to try. Alright, what do you know? We got some damage on him there. Alright, I don't know where he is. He's going to jump down on us here in a second. Alright, he can turn and again hit him with the spark. Alright, now get your hand grenade ready and... Oh, he got me. That's fine, we brought plenty of heals just for that reason. Pop a shield heal. Okay. Give him a second. Toss a grenade. Pop his eyes again. Okay, the eyes are starting to regrow. Give him a second. Alright, we got him again. He's climbing up there. Not much I can do about that. Now, sometimes he jumps directly on you, so just make sure that you're paying attention. Yep, there he goes. All right, get your grenade ready, and boom. All right, there he goes. And again, grenade, and boom. Okay. And last grenade, boom. Spark shot on him. Alright, now he's all but dead right now. Alright, so we're out. Go ahead and get up this. We're going to hit him a few times with this. There it is, it's done. Alright, now we're on to the final fight. Okay, so what do we need? We have, how much time do we got left? We got 7 minutes to do this. Okay, so we have to keep this submachine gun on us. We're going to go ahead and bank that. I don't even know if he hit us, but yeah, he did. So we're going to go ahead and use that. Just why not? And what are we doing? We're getting some rounds out. Quick draw army. That's, you know, here's some more rounds right here, I guess. That'll work. That's all we're taking. This is all we need, okay? So we'll go ahead and reload this, and we're getting onto it. What we're doing is we're just going to shoot him until his eyeball pops out, and as soon as his eyeball pops out, we're going to be using the Tommy gun, machine gun thing, or whatever that we got, the Gatling gun, in order to
You gotta stop moving like this.
use 200 rounds or thereabout, and we're going to pop his eye. But we're just going to use whatever gun ammo we got. Alright, there we go. There's his eye. And we're just going to put about 200 rounds in it. I'm just going to keep streamlining it right on that eye. Just focus it right on the eyeball. There it is. It's done. We're skipping the cutscenes. And there you go. That's hardcore in 1 hour, 54 minutes, and 4 seconds. 3 saves, that's S+ rank. And that is how you do the Resident Evil 2 remake S+ second run hardcore for Claire. You could see that we were right up against the clock here. Let me go in here. We'll go into the results. I don't know, that may have been one of my fastest times I think I've ever posted. My fastest time ever doing it was 1:54:04. Yep, that was my fastest time ever doing it on the second run. So, you can see you don't have much wiggle room the way that I play it, right? The way I play it is a little bit different than the way other people play it. Some people, they like to get the key, you know, they don't kill anything, right? They just kind of kneecap them and run on. I would say if your skill level is really high, you can do that approach. If your skill level is not really high and you just want a nice, you know, safe, like, what do I need? You know, how to get through this segment, right? What to take with me? How do I acquire these items? How do I get past everything? You know, how do I end up with plenty of ammo and saves by the end game? This would be the guide that that you would use. And so I thank you very much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed the content. Give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, you know, comment. You know, I just started this as a favor for somebody, but I have found that you know, there are people out there who are new to this game that have never played it, who have come across the content, who have enjoyed it on other platforms, and so I decided to upload it here and do a complete walkthrough of it. So with that being said, this is Crow from Old Crow Gamers signing off, and I'll catch you guys next time.